Instead of the people to allow us to deal with them, they are coming after us. Instead of these criminals and these corrupt leaders to allow our ESN to deal with these people without interruption. They don't want that because they are all under the oath of the Fulani and they are under blackmail. If they ever support Eastern Security Network openly, they will open their file of corruption. And that is exactly what P2B is doing today. Some of you do not know what P2B have come to do. You are going to see it this evening. But let us listen to this man to the end.
The South, in the rainforest of the South, they're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authority.
By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. And are you going to look at what is happening in Biafra land and say they have not started a civil war? Are you going to look at what the Nigeria army, infiltrated Fulani terrorists, control Nigeria army doing in our land, and you say we are not already in the civil war? I have to ask you that question.
Of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Baraya?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money.
They are not looking for money. They have enough money. Today, the attack is everywhere, including in Biafra land. But I have to tell you this. When we are going to rise, they will know. We will match both the big and the small. I am telling you. They will know. Those who continue to harbor these terrorists in the name of protecting Nigeria government, you will be the one they are going to kill first. It is happening. It is happening. It is happening. It has happened in the north. It has happened in the middle belt. So it is already now in the east and the southern part of Nigeria happening. When it was happening in Benue State, you pay deaf ear. Nobody talk. When it happened in Yoruba land, you say it is Yoruba land. Now it is in your domain. And this is just the beginning. It is only the Biafra people, volunteers, that will stop the carnage of Fulani. Now, the exposition of P2B begin from here. I want you all to listen and listen attentively. When we make exposition, when we begin to talk about P2B, we are not just talking about him because we want to talk about him. Now I want you all to watch very attentively what we are going to do.
Candidates so far? Are there what's your assessment of the presidential candidates that you've seen so far? Are there any that you think you might support, and if so, who might that be, or what kind of candidate might that be?
Good. And I will say this: out of the four in the major parties, PDP, APC, NNPP, and Labour Party, they are the four main contenders. All the four of them: Kwankwaso, Atiku, Ashwaji Bola Tinubu, and Peter Obi, they are all honorable men. They have given their whole to this country. They have given where you and I have not, and continue to. They're all honorable men. But if you look at party by party, Kwankwaso grassroots mobilizer, the Madugu Pepia, right? You go to Kano, that's Kwankwaso. You see what he's done. You see his ability to mobilize. And you see what he's done over the last couple of months to bring up this party. And you see his contender, but not this time.
You can agree with me that the analysis, what this man said about Kwankwaso is the fact. Kwankwaso, who is a presidential candidate, mobilizes people, he gives life to people in Kano State or whatever, and some part of the north, but all his Kwankwasai or the movement of Kwankwaso end in that region. Do you know him in the south? Do you know him in Yoruba land? The answer is no. You don't know him in Yoruba land. The movement of Kwankwaso or whatever end in that particular region. Not even in the region, in the state. So whether he's going to take the entire state, probably yes. So the analysis about Kwankwaso from this man is the truth, is the fact. And that is why in the beginning, they wanted to join force with the desperate and the betrayer Obi. But of course, because Obi is never a genuine candidate, Obi only is coming to distract Biafra. And we noticed on time, we got the intel, we swept into action, and today all of them are panicking. Because we started from the beginning to make sure we don't give him a British space. Including those who were shouting for Biafra. Today they talk about Obi. We don't give him British space, and we can never give them British space. Now, listen to the analysis of this man.
He will not win this election because his reach is not far and wide. The crafters of this constitution are good, wise men, that you have to have the spread. Even if you get 100% of a place, if you don't have the spread. So, Kwankwaso, good, decent, great mobilizer, great.
So, what this man is saying that for you to become the president of Nigeria, you need to get vote across Nigeria, across the 6 geopolitical zone. And if you could not get at least 25% from a particular zone, you don't become a president. Your vote must spread across the 6 geopolitical zone. That is the Nigeria, that is the law. And that is why we can never allow election in Biafra land. We will not give no single vote to anybody, be it Obi, be it anybody. No single vote will be casted on Biafra soil. Because when you allow this election to take place, you have validated the fraudulent, you have validated the terrorism, you have validated the annihilation, you have validated the continued genocide of our people, and we cannot validate it come 2023. Once we stop election in Biafra land, the world will listen to us. I am telling you the fact. We are not even looking for the world to listen to us, but they will be forced to listen what the action that follows after that. Listen and listen very attentively. We are in the liberation phase of Biafra. You can never be president of Nigeria when there is no vote in Biafra land. Never. You can't. You can never be declared a president of Nigeria when the entire Biafra land didn't cast their vote. I am telling you the fact. If you don't have that particular thing in your head, have it now. That nobody will be declared president when there is no election. And it's our target. That is the first move. So if you do not know why we are saying no election, you know this is one of the reasons. But when they tell you, oh, if you do not conduct election, they are going to declare somebody will say they have won and all that. It is a lie, complete lie. Let them come and announce it. And when we get to that bridge, we are going to cross it. So you need Biafra vote to become a president of Nigeria. That is a fact. And let me tell you, the entire Biafra land is also politically divided. Those who are in APC, those who are in PDP, those who are in APGA, those who are in Labour Party, they are all politically divided. It is only the Biafra movement that is now united. Those people you see that were shouting Biafra before, and today they are shouting Obi, they are all rubbish. You know, some people ask me not to discuss about our leader's wife. We are not going to discuss about her. Her own case is solved and settled. We don't have that time. We focus on the ball. But before you talk about our leader's wife, I want you to go to her Twitter and see something there. Go to her Twitter account. She never tweeted since 29th of May 2020 till today. She never tweeted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, her husband, preaching. She never tweeted Biafra except those that were killed. She never tweeted anything. No awareness of the husband. Some of you don't know our anger. Forget all those nonsense that people are saying. Go to her tweet and see things for yourself. She have over 13,000 followers on Twitter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife have 13,000 followers. Since the abduction and kidnapping of our leader, the husband, she never tweeted one day in protest. Some of you don't know what we know. But we are not here to discuss that. I have fired my shot, and the people that bullet touch can start dealing with that. You think I am joking? She have not tweeted one single thing since the entire 2021 to 2022. The last tweet of our leader's wife was on 29th of May 2020. All this while, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was suffering and doing all those things. This woman never tweeted that you kidnapped my husband. It is not good. We are protesting. Not even a single tweet. You know, some people say, do you mean it? In fact, you know, our own is that sometimes we are not here. This is going to be a side talk. It's a side talk. I mean, this is a side talk. We are going to go. We're going to go. I want to look at this. Some of you don't know, sometimes you just have to keep quiet. But then at the end of the day, you don't need to keep quiet. Let us go there. This is our leader's wife. This is our leader's wife. She have 13.6K. 13,600. When I check it today, it was 13,300 or something. Look at it. Her last post was from Igbo Proverb, who is supporting Obi. From Igbo Proverb. All these Igbo Proverb, all of them have changed their DP to P2B. They have changed their DP to P2B. Look at it here. She posted and retweeted this on the 30th of May 2020. She never protested the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu till date. Never. But we are not here for that. I just want you people to understand that I have fired my shot as a free fighter, and you deal with it. I have fired my shot without any apology and without any regret, because I advised her to stay inside, that her silence was gold. Little did I know that, you know, when you praise somebody, when you want to acknowledge somebody, that is the time they are going to use the person. All of you listening to the advice, I even gave respect, the highest respect, to her in the first place. I came back again and they said, I have had Kepu Kepu that they want to invite you to Radio Biafra. Little did I know that it was not even Radio Biafra. You see, some of you think that nobody told me, but the spirit that tells me something told me that they are inviting her again. I didn't even know it is going to be this fast. I came on this program a few days ago. I said, I know they want to bring you out again. Do not come, because I am not going to stop Biafrans again. People didn't know what we know. I gave advice. Do not come. They're going to bring your leg outside. And here we are. So the reason why I'm making comment about her is because I'm talking about P2B. The last tweet she shared, which is on her Twitter today, is the people that are fighting for P2B. They have changed it from Igbo proverb to P2B. I want you, let it be on record. All the people, she have never tweeted nothing in protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnap. Is that normal? Is that normal? Because sometimes ijebe ozumuro ibe gidakwa be gidakwa kari onye belebe ajo gi ogi nwa gbuzuru ozu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a national icon. He's a Biafran man as far as this struggle is concerned. Everybody carries his or her cross. So that is why if you have skeleton in your cupboard, do not come out. We are mad in this Biafra struggle. We are not normal. Some of you do not know we have put everything online. I have put my integrity online. I have to put my life and everything I have labored in life online. My clients in my job cut across religious line and all ethnic groups. I do not discriminate in my job. But do you know what Biafra agitator has done to me? You don't know. Somebody will come and tell me, oh, do not do this, do not do that. Why is she coming out? It's not that there is anything, even if she come out. She will come out and still go silent like other people. You can't stop the movement. They have never given birth to you. You can't stop the movement. The movement that took the life of our leader's parent. You can't stop it. The movement taking the life of little children. You can't stop it. The movement that are giving millions of Biafrans last night. You stop it. And let me say it again. The reason I am making this comment is because I am telling you the P2B. I am here to expose P2B. So, I just want you people to understand that nobody is happy in this movement. So we are, the issue of this Biafra is very sensitive these days. And we are all mad. Believe me, we can fight dirty. So all of us are ready to fight dirty. You can't come and start talking. Even we know that Biafra are wise. I am not here to tell who to listen to and who not to listen to. They know who is doing the right thing and who is not doing the right thing. That is Biafra for you. Now let us continue on P2B. Heard Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso, according to the analysis of this man, cannot win because his movement is just there in the northern Nigeria. Now let us go.
Politician is not there yet. Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a movement. We've never seen that in the Southeast or in the South. A single person mobilizing them, obedience.
Peter Obi is a movement. The single person mobilizing them as obedient. I want you to listen.
I'm very happy.
This Fulani man said that he is very happy for Peter Obi. Peter Obi said he is very happy. This man said he is very happy for Peter Obi.
Obedient came on board. The agitation for secession, the violence has quietened down.
Did you hear that? This man said since Peter Obi came on board, the agitation for secession, the violence, and everything has turned and tuned down. That is the plan of the British. That is exactly what they told Obi to do. And the Fulani, they are the mastermind of this plan. That is, they communicate with the British directly. They give them, so what this man is saying here is not actually analysis. It is a plan. It is just, the revolution of the plan that they had. How do we stop this Biafra movement? How do we make, they may even hand over Obi, Nigeria. I am telling you. The question is, what difference does it make? You can imagine stupid people for many years after Biafra war. All of you, Biafra, Igbo man have not been a president. Igbo man need to be president. Now ask yourself, you are struggling for ordinary president of Igbo man. What has other people who has become president in Nigeria? How is their region? No, how is their region? Is Jonathan not a president? Was Jonathan not a president? What does Jonathan has to show for it today? Did he stop militant from guarding pipeline? Did Jonathan becoming president? Did he stop the job people from carrying gun for pipeline? Did he give them any meaningful, different life? Did he create job? Jonathan becoming a president, did it improve the life of people in Ijaw or in the Niger Delta areas they call them? The answer is no. Obasanjo was a president for 8 years, since 1999. The first president from 1999. Did Obasanjo change Yoruba land? Where is Obasanjo today? How is the Obasanjo today? How is Yoruba land today? Let us even say, how is the entire southern Nigeria? After the 8 years of Obasanjo, what does Obasanjo have to show for it? This is something that other regions have done and nothing came out of it. Still, you have the highest upsurge of Boko Haram today after Obasanjo. Yar'Adua was a president. What is happening today after Yar'Adua died as a president in Nigeria? Boko Haram have ravaged his town and his village. Nobody can go to Yar'Adua village today. He was the president of Nigeria. Did anything change after Yar'Adua died? The answer is no. What is the big deal? You want to be a president because you don't have vision. There is no future. We, the Biafra, want future. We, the Biafra, have our vision. And our vision is that we are going to be a country that will protect the interests of our citizens. The interests of our citizens should be the primary responsibility of the Biafra government. So when you begin to see Obi, you know, there was somebody that surprised me today. I saw a comment on Vanguard. Somebody who was praising me. Oh, you know, you are doing a great job. You are doing great. That is why you can never trust anybody. Don't ever trust. You can trust with one eye. You know, we that are people of one eye, we know how to trust. We will trust you. I will be using long spoon to be eating with you. You know, I only trust people with one eye. If you are a one-eye person, I will trust you because I know you are also a one-eye person. But anybody, don't trust. Why you trust? Some of them that we are praising what I'm doing. Oh, Simon Ekpa, you did a great job. Today, I saw a comment on Facebook because of the article on Obi. This man say, oh, this boy, can you go and sit down? And some of them think I don't see those comments. And I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed. I'm telling you, he's not close to me. He's not close to me. You know, he's not. But I just know him. But he was one of those who was saying, "Simon Ekpa, you're doing a great job for Biafra," because nobody with his senses will support Nigeria. Only for me to see this man comment today, and I was disappointed because of this P2B. And ask them, what is it that P2B want to do? What is it that other people have not tried? How is P2B going to do this thing that other people have not tried? You know, the point is that we are not even talking, when you talk, they say it's marginalization. We are not fighting for Biafra for marginalization. No, that was then. When with the other people that fight for Biafra, we fight it for, I am not fighting Biafra because there is marginalization. No. I am fighting for Biafra, for the Biafra people to have the right to life. I am fighting for Biafra because I want my people to live their life as a shrine in the Universal Declaration of, in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Rights to life. As it is today, no Biafra person have the right to live in Nigeria. They kill you. Today they have attacked somebody and they have killed a lot of people there. In Imo State, they go house to house to kill our young men. I am fighting for people not to go to house and kill our men. In most places, because the government refused to protect our people, rather than armed the terrorists to come to our land and kill our women and children. They have butchered them for many years. We shout on social media. We complain. They say, you people complain too much. You can't do anything. You people complain. Every day we share videos of how our people are being butchered on social media. They say, you people are coward. You only share. Now we have set up a security outfit called Eastern Security Network to protect our land and have done a great job. Yet, this government have come after them. So, how do you want us to live? You tell us you want to stay in Nigeria. You cannot allow us to live. So, anybody that tells you we are fighting because of marginalization, that we are breaking away from Nigeria because of marginalization, that person is a dundee. That person lacks everything. History. That person is not in touch with reality. That person is a liar. That person is a Confucianist. That person doesn't deserve to represent even his kindred. Because some of the people saying this marginalization, they are politicians. And the person that made this comment is also a politician. Believe me. And so, we are not fighting to get Biafra because of marginalization. We are fighting to get Biafra because our people deserve to live. We want to live. We want that we can walk in the night and no Fulani will attack us. We want that we can go to the market to buy meat, cow meat, Efibo, and no Fulani will collect our money and butcher us and kill us. We want that we can travel from any part of Biafra land and nobody will be standing in the bush side to ambush us and kidnap us and demand for 100 million naira as a ransom. We want that we are going to travel freely in our land. And if after Biafra, we begin to experience that kind of kidnapping, we are going to deal decisively with those people that will commit such crime. That is what we are fighting for. We are not fighting for presidency. We are not fighting for marginalization. We are not fighting because we don't have control over the oil. We don't care all those things. You need to be alive before you can think about economy. So this is the reason why Simon Ekpa is fighting for Biafra. So how does this OB now give you a right to live in Nigeria? I have just given you examples of people that have ruled Nigeria from 1999. Well, I don't even need to go far. Obasanjo was there. Did the Obasanjo presidency stop the kidnapping and killing in Yoruba land today after how many years? The answer is no. After Obasanjo, you see Yaradua. The Yaradua became president. He died during as a president. Did it stop the Boko Haram from taking over his village and now setting parallel government in the northern Nigeria? The answer is no. After Yaradua, Goodluck Jonathan took over. Goodluck Jonathan took over the government. Did it stop the dilapidated road? Did it stop the poverty? Did it stop the militancy in the region? Today, the answer is no. Did it stop Fulani after Jonathan finished as president of Nigeria? Did it stop Fulani from coming to kill him in his house? The answer is no. In case you do not know, Fulani have attempted to assassinate Goodluck Jonathan in his house. Just like the way they wanted to kill one of them today. Fulani, they ambushed, they came to his house to kill him as an ex-president. Did it stop Jonathan from running away from gunmen? Did it stop Jonathan? The answer is no. Did Jonathan, as a president, did he change the environment of the Niger Delta? The answer is no. After Jonathan, Buhari, a man called Buhari came in. As Buhari came in, Buhari brought hell with him. Today, he is being attacked in his own village. Of course, we know all those things is just to deceive some people. And they even threatened to kidnap him. Becoming the president of Nigeria did not stop Fulani and the terrorists from taking over Katsina State. Today, they have created a parallel government, and in Katsina State, bandits are arresting thief. Bandits arrest thief and handed over to authority. Did the Buhari presidency stop bandit from arresting thief? I do not know whether there is, I did not know that the bandit can actually arrest the thief, because bandit is thief. Thief is bandit, depending on the operation of the so-called bandit. So I do not know how they differentiate the bandit and the thief. Okay, the thief is the one who loot people's property, while the bandit is the one who commit terrorism by killing, kidnapping, and all that, and probably cattle hustlers and all that, or rustlers. So I want to ask, after this man is a president now and Nigeria is on fire, I want you to understand also that the coming of this man also open borders to all Fulani all over Africa. So in the presence of this particular government, which have used the Fulanis to take over the sensitive offices in Nigeria, they open the border. It is only Fulani that have free access to Nigeria. No, if you as a human being that is not a nomadic person, you cannot cross border. Fulani are crossing border. When the border is closed, Fulani, it is open for Fulani. I want you people to read this with me. Now, the thing you don't know is that Unified Africa Army must invade to rescue one another from Fulani rule. No, 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 no. We don't need any unified army. All we need is Biafra. When Biafra come, we are going to begin to deal with at least the terrorist Fulanis in our own region. So let us read this. This is an article, very, very interesting. They say, there are open borders. I want you all to listen to this. There are open borders in most African countries, but only for Fulanis to consolidate the number of Fulani in individual African countries, while the same border are closed to other ethnic Africans. The reason is obvious, but Africans have to develop similar way to counter and neutralize their numbers. In this, it is a strategic plan to dominate Africans the way Fulani dominate Hausa. We are already under Fulani invasion from other African countries. It took the combined forces of Arab to take Basra back when the African Zaj rebelled against Abbasid Khalifa Empire. They ruled ancient Iraq from 869 to 883 AD. The treatment meted out to Africans here is no different from those of Fulani in African countries today. Unless Africa unite like the Arab did, then the Fulani open border for their people will overwhelm individual African countries. But I disagree. I disagree. The most important is identify the fact that Fulani invasion need to stop. So you need to create countries that will now facilitate this unification you are talking about. With the current setup of ECOWAS and the African Union, the corrupt, and with the Fulani also is in power, that can never be possible. So for us to have a unified army in Africa to stop Fulani invasion, you need to divide Nigeria so that one country, very powerful country, can begin to project that particular idea. And it is going to be possible. That country will be Biafra. You need Biafra. You need Biafra to make it possible. So if you have identified that the Fulani has become problem in the entire Africa and there is a need to stop this particular terrorist nation, then you need Biafra. Biafra as a member of ECOWAS, Biafra as a member of AU will facilitate that particular possibility. It is not possible now because you don't have people that will initiate it. Not in the present Africa setup. It is impossible. Fulani terrorists and bandit. So, I am happy that many African countries are waking up to understand that we are under invasion of Fulani terrorists. But we need to stop them. And because we have actually studied the current setup of African Union, the current setup of ECOWAS, it is not possible because they control them. It is the Abuja Declaration of 1989 that made it possible for Fulani to occupy vital positions in different countries that have this diversity. So in Biafra and of course in Oduduwa land, you are not going to have any Fulani controlling them. In Biafra, you are not going to have any Fulani in our government. So we need to have a country that will now begin to propel this particular ideology of a unified army in Africa to chase the terrorists away out of our continent. It's a very objective submission. So everybody should think about that. If you know and identify the fact that the Fulani invasion is real. But the only people that are not seeing the Fulani invasion is P2B, who was hired by the British to come and stop Biafra. Who is P2B? 1,000 P2B, 1 million P2B can't stop Biafra. Because the highest they can do is the 1 million will fight against us. and we fight against each other. I am telling you, if it is going to be an internal conflict, we fight it. After we get Biafra, let it to be organized people to bring gun and start fighting us. We'll fight ourselves. And they are never going to win us. So I want you all to understand that we are moving forward and nothing will stop it. Now let us listen.
So we have a politician, a person mobilizing percent of a place. If you don't, after service constitution, good wise man, that you have to have a spread. If you get 100% of a place, if you don't have the spread. So Kwankwaso, good, decent, great mobilizer, great politician, is not there yet. Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a movement.
Peter Obi is a movement.
I've never seen that in the Southeast or in the South. A single person mobilizing them, obedience. And I'm very happy. You know why I'm happy?
He's happy.
Since Obedient came on board, the agitation for secession, the violence has quietened down.
That is his job.
We have a politician that is able to bring this youth, agitated youth, into the mainstream of politics.
Okay.
Let them see there is hope.
Okay.
This is wonderful.
Yes. Now they see that there is hope. And to this Fulani man, that is wonderful. But still, he cannot give Obi the president. Do you understand? So Obi own job, that is why Obi never paid attention to the party politics. Obi never cared about labor. There is crisis in Labour Party. Obi never cared because he knows he can never be president of Nigeria. So Fulani is happy with Obi, but still they can't allow him to go to mosque and preach. Fulani is happy with Obi because according to them, Obi has been able to calm down the agitation. Obi has been able to pull out the people they claim are fighting for Biafra into his movement. And now he is very happy. He is not happy because Obi is going to become a president. He is happy because Obi's activities is now dragging Biafra into Nigerian politics to validate Nigeria again for the next 8 years. That is the job of Obi. And once that is done, you make vote in Biafra land, and they want to, even if it is 1 million vote, they will count it and say, oh, you voted. And some stupid people will tell you, oh, wait, when they did not give Obi the president, you can come out again and agitate. Who does that? That is when the world will know that you are not serious. You are all idiots. They say, oh, that time you come out. I have had some people calling me, Simon, leave this Obi, so that let him go and fail. No! Obi should leave us. Obi should leave us. In 2019, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave Biafrans, canceled the election boycott and asked people to go and vote Obi and Atiku. No! We can never ever take such chances again. The chances has never been this good. So let Obi leave us alone. Let Obi back down. In 2019, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu backed down for him and Atiku. And it's unfortunate that they kidnapped him. They kidnapped him. They thought that, once they kidnap him, everything is gone. You people don't know that now, we are here, Gidibam. We are going to see the end. You thought by kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have won. Release him. Let him come out and tell us that, and if you don't release him now, and you release him close to the election, we will not go grill. Release him now, so that we'll have time to talk with him. Release him. Release him. Let him come and talk. You don't want to release him. You want to come and tell us, Obi. I want you people to listen to Fulani. Listen to Fulani man. The plan of the Britain or the British and the Queen that died now is to bring Obi so that Biafran stupid people who, and even those who are not Biafran, they will validate. That is why people from Benin, these Benin people who hate Igbo like anything, they are all supporting, all their comedians are supporting Obi. And they are not going to vote Obi. I am telling you the fact. All those comedians, they're not going to vote Obi. The only thing they will do is to make sure they make noise, make noise, make noise. When the time comes for election, they thought they would deceive us. When the time comes for election, they are going to now sit. And they may even vote APC. And then you will begin to ask, where is the movement of Obi? Obi have not even gained, crowd like Jonathan in 2015. Have you all forgotten? Obi crowd is not Obi don't even have crowd. Where is the crowd now? Or are you going to say that Obi crowd today is something compared to Atiku and Obi in 2019? Yet, I don't know. Can you show me the crowd, please? I want to see. Go to 2015 and the pull videos of Jonathan campaign, and pull the video of Buhari campaign. Compare the two and show me where is the crowd of Peter Obi. And I like the way they narrow it. They narrow it to Biafra. They narrow it to Biafra because that is the agenda. That is why we're never going to give him a British space. And they know it. That's why they're attacking me. They release all manner of dogs against me. And of course, against Autopilot and Biafra. Because they know that we are ready. We are very, very desperate to get our freedom. I am telling you, everybody in Autopilot is desperate to get freedom. So Obi have not even gone to any part of northern Nigeria to do rally. Let him go there now. Obi cannot even do rally in Kaduna. Ordinary Kaduna, he cannot do rally. He cannot do rally in Lagos. All these things is happening in the east. And it is not our problem. Okay? It is not our problem. But I tell you today, Obi cannot. Where is the crowd? During the time of Jonathan in 2015, the same thing happened. They burned his campaign vehicle in the north. Yet, he still put crowd there. Did he win? But, I am not even here to analyze election. No. What I'm here to do is for you to see the reason that we have been right all along. For you to see the reason why Obi have to abandon PDP 3 days to their primary and jumped to Labour Party. The reason why Obi did not care about the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate election in Yoruba land, he did not even go to support him. And he is the presidential flag bearer of a party. And he did not even go to support the governorship candidate in one of the Yoruba states. They are contesting for election. They asked him, why did you not go? He said, well, I told the party that I don't have business with whatever you people have done before. I am only here. Only here to hijack the ticket and serve the interests of Britain against Biafra. Now, listen and listen again.
Of a place if you don't have the spread. Kwankwaso, good, decent, great mobilizer, great politician, is not there yet. Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a movement. We've never seen that in the South or in the South. A single person mobilizing obedience. And I'm very happy. You know why I'm happy?
He's happy.
Since obedience came on board, the agitation for secession, the violence has quietened down. So we have a politician that is able to bring this youth, agitated youth, into the mainstream of politics. Let them see there is hope.
Are you hearing that? They finally have a politician that were able to pull out agitators according to them. That is the reason why they are supporting Obi. I am telling you the fact. The game plan of Britain is this. And the Fulani have finally revealed it. He said he is very happy for Obi. He is not happy because, and you hear Dave Umahi say he like what Obi is doing. Did you not hear him? Somebody send me the video, please. I want you to forward the video to me. Somebody said, Dave Umahi said, I like what Obi is doing. Now ask him, what is it that Obi is doing? What is it that Obi is doing for just campaign that Dave Umahi will like? Ask yourself that question. What is it that Obi is doing that Dave Umahi like what Obi is doing? That thing is what this man said. Obi is pulling agitators out, but not real agitators. Not real. They can never pull agitators out. The people that pulling out are the criminals that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the DOS that we have expelled. That is the people they are pulling out. All of them are now. Have you ever heard them say election will not take place in Biafra land? They can never say that. The thing they will do now is that, oh, Buhari is coming to Southeast. Sit at home. What the hell? We don't care. Buhari can come and sleep in the Southeast. We don't care. It is not our target is not to waste our strength on a man for coming to Southeast. We are going to sit at home. Never. We will sit at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will sit at home for Biafra. Not sit at home because man is coming. Never. If it is because he is coming to Southeast on the 13th or so, is the reason we will not sit at home. We don't waste our strength on that. We know where to get Nigeria. That is why I never supported their useless sit at home. They cannot sit at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to sit at home because Buhari is coming to the Southeast. We don't waste that. We don't do that. We don't waste our resources. What are we going to gain? It is rubbish. But on this particular Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we sit at home. I want you people to understand one thing. Umahi said that he liked what Obi is doing. And some of you will be wondering, what is it that Obi is doing that Umahi will like? It is because, according to them, Obi is doing the job the British government gave him, pulling the Biafra people out of the agitation. But the one that is surprising them is the autopilot. You can never pull us out of Biafra because we are bigger in number and we are almost representing 99% of Biafra people. 99%. Because most of the people shouting Obi are not even Biafrans. So let us listen. I want to play it again for you to know the reason why we are doing what we are doing. And I want the video. Somebody should send me the video of Umahi so that we are going to connect the dot.
Mobilizing them, obedient.
Lord Michael, thank you very much for sending it.
Since Obedient came on board, the agitation for secession, the violence has quietened down. So we have a politician that is able to bring this youth, agitated youth, into the mainstream of politics. Let them see there is hope. This is wonderful, truly is. And is he going to win this election? Not likely.
You see? Is he
going
to win this election? He's not likely going to win. That is what they have said. And it is true. Is he going to win this election? He's not likely going to win. Now we are going to pull out the video of Umahi, where Umahi is commending, what is the name again? Umahi is commending Obi, claiming he liked what Obi is doing. So ask yourself that question. What is it that Obi is doing that Umahi likes? We are going to... I still have not received that particular... Okay, I think I have it. Let us go there. There we go. One moment, please. Here we go. Also, can you all tell me which of the minutes, because, you know that when we are doing this thing, more things are being revealed and all that. So we are going to play it, but I know because I have not watched it, so I don't know the exact minute. Because we want to have, our own is evidence-based exposition. We don't just come to talk. We want to bring it, even though some of you may have watched it, but not everybody. Not everybody have watched this video. So, but let us go there.
Agum Easy, who is said to be the person who had won the primaries for Ebonyi South Senatorial District. A group of Ebonyi South concerned citizens. They are saying that you hijacked the position from the woman because she want to go to the Senate, and that you influence the suspension of Mrs. Agomeze just for you to be able to have your way, even when the woman I challenge you in court, and even when the matter is still in court. Again, in this regard, we need clarifications.
Abati, thank you very much. I thought that journalism should be investigative. If somebody comes to you and say to you that she won the primary election to the Senate, you should be able to ask how and show documents. It was an primary election of APC for the Ebonyi South Senatorial Zone on 28th of May, upon which Anna Gomez came second, by winning only 2 votes. And, Mr. Austin Omahe came first with, I think, 283 votes. And that was the position. And, if you go to section 29 of the Electoral Act, it's talking about the candidate of the party. So Austin Omahe became the candidate of the party by reason of that election of 28. Now, the same Gomez submitted the appeal that the election was unlawful, that there was intimidation.
About 20 million, you said she asked you. Did you pay? Because you obviously, from what you said, you guys tried to have a deal. And so you have WhatsApp messages that she said at requesting 20 million. Did you pay for that?
Rufai should be asking why I got 20 million to pay her. I didn't pay her the 20 million. But I want to say that it was in WhatsApp text message, and it is still there. It could be verified. Not only the request of the 20 million, she also said that on her own and in her honor, that she voluntarily withdrew. And nobody has been able to ask her, did you send such WhatsApp text message, to the governor? Then number 2, I did not threaten her. I'm a very peaceful person. And that statement angered me so much. And I've challenged her in a libel suit, in Abuja. 2 suits are standing before her to...
He angered a peaceful person. He said he's a very peaceful person, but that statement angered him so much. I don't understand this. He said that he's a peaceful person. He's a peaceful person, but that statement angered him so much. Can you be a peaceful person and get angered at the same time? Anyway, let us continue.
Proof where the threat came from a gentleman like me.
I don't want to be laughing, and he said that to prove where the threat came from a gentleman like him. Jesus Christ. Hi, I have not watched this video. It's just this man.
I say that education, university education should that you are an engineer, your deputy has a PhD, but that that everybody must go to the university as a response to the lingering crisis. Did you exactly that, or you were put out of context?
You know, but sometimes when the mischief makers in social media, and I think that we should have, decency in regulating our social media. Social media has been responsible to a lot of harms in the country. It also has a lot of, the good part of it. What I said, and I repeat, I was trying to evaluate, the educational system of developed countries. And I say that federal government and all the employers of labor should, a matter of review of their strategies, try to say, instead of all the time saying that, the basis of employment should be university degree. I said, no, we should make, vocational education and the secondary school education compulsory for every Nigerian. Okay. And that why advertising for job certificates pay has not. But let me just...
That Igbo presidency at the moment. What happened to that Igbo presidency you once touted? A lot of people said maybe this was the time you were going to align ranks since Peter Obi now is on the ballot, and you were once pushing for that Igbo presidency. That's why you offered yourself to run for presidency.
Rufai, don't allow me to run foul of the electoral, act because campaign has not started. But let me just quickly say that I didn't push, from PDP to APC to have, the ticket of APC as, her presidential candidate. No, I foresaw that the PDP was not going to give a ticket to an Igbo man. And I said, no, that was not fair because we have served this party since 1999. And that was my position. And a lot of people that are crying today were the people that were attacking me for leaving the party at that stage. And subsequently, they left. And
so did the APC then give the Igbo person a ticket?
So they owe me a lot of apologies. And that is what I need to say. And I want to let you know, and I say this, Peter Obi is my brother. I'm very proud of what he's doing.
You see, I am very proud of what he is doing. This is what I want to show you. Now, ask yourself, what is it that Peter Obi is doing that Umahi is proud of? Can you hear Peter Obi Umahi Jidi proud? There is nothing else other than pulling Biafrans, according to them, out of agitation. So listen.
Position. And a lot of people that are crying today were the people that were attacking me for leaving the party at that stage. And subsequently, they left. They owe me a lot of apologies, and that is what I need to say. And I want to let you know, I say this, Peter Obi is my brother. I'm very proud of what he's doing. And it wouldn't have been a disaster if Southeast is not here at all in the quest for presidency. And I wish him well. What happened to me at the presidential primary is the will of God. Because in all my outing...
Did you people hear it? He said he liked what Peter Obi is doing. And I am challenging you today to connect the dot. What is it? All these things you see, what is it that Peter Obi is doing that Umahi is proud of? Now, you are going to hear it from a Fulani man. That thing that Peter Obi is doing, you are going to hear it from a Fulani man. That thing Peter Obi is doing is what you are going to hear now from a Fulani man. That Obi is doing a great job, according to Umahi. Now, hear it.
I'm very happy. I'm happy. Institution good, but you have to have the spread. If you get 100% of a place, if you don't have the spread. So, Kwankwaso, decent, great mobilizer, great politician, is not there yet. Peter Obi is a movement. We've never seen that in the Southeast or in the South. A single person mobilizing them, obedient. And I'm very happy. I'm happy. Since Obedient came on board, the agitation for secession, the violence has quietened down.
I want you people to understand that two different individuals who never wanted anything for Ndigbo and Biafra are happy with Obi. Umahi is happy with Obi. Umahi is happy with what Obi is doing, but he cannot go and support Obi because Obi is fronting the agenda of the British, which is also agenda of Fulani, and for that reason, he like Obi. Umahi cannot say, Wike is doing what I like. The time Umahi was proud of Wike was when Wike killed Biafrans in Obibo. Umahi went there. All of you watched the video. Umahi went there and sing praises of Wike. Ohaneze Ndibo went to River State and sing praises of Wike. Nnianwodo was singing Wike, 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 Kaige so. Because of what? Wike was killing the people that should fight to get Biafra in Obibo. That was when Umahi was happy. Today, Umahi cannot talk good about Wike. Umahi cannot talk good about Wike. I am telling you. Now he's talking good about Peter Obi, but he cannot come publicly and say, okay, because Peter Obi is doing something good, let him come and support Peter Obi. No, because you know Peter Obi is going to win. Peter Obi can never be president of Nigeria. Even I'm just analyzing from the, from the context of let us see, what is going to happen. He can never do that. The only thing Peter Obi is doing now, according to them, is that Peter Obi is pulling the Biafra agitators. And that is a lie. That is complete lie and fallacy. Peter Obi is not pulling Biafra agitators. The people that are running to Peter Obi are the people like the DOS criminals, the people like our leader's wife, because the post she shared now is the post of Peter Obi since 2020. These are the people that are going to Peter Obi. But the real agitators, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never go to Peter Obi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never go to Peter Obi. That is the fact. Not about even Peter Obi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never choose Igbo presidency over freedom of Biafra. That is a fact. And anybody in autopilot can never choose Igbo presidency over the freedom of Biafra. Listen.
The South, a single person conquers a good deed. Peter Obi is a movement. We've never seen that in Southeast or in the South. A single person mobilizing them, obedience. And I'm very happy. You know why I'm happy? Since Obedient came on board, we've never seen that in Southeast or in the South. A single person mobilizing them, obedience. And I'm very happy. You know why I'm happy?
He's happy.
Since Obedient came on board.
The first time you are going to be hearing politicians in Nigeria telling you how they are happy about their opponent. Are you not getting the sense? You are hearing politicians from different political parties praising their opponent. For one thing, they believe, which is not true. They believe that Obi is pulling Biafra agitators. They believe that since Obi came, the Biafra agitation have come down. And for that reason, all the parties are praising him. He is doing a great job. But yet, they cannot give support to the person they claim is doing a great job. Because the idea is not for him to be a president. He can never be a president. His job is not to become president. His job is to become the distractor of Biafra. That is all. They tell you how good he is doing. Umahi is proud. Umahi cannot tell Ebonyi State to vote Obi. This one tell you Obi is happy with Obi. He can still not tell our Hausa people to vote Obi. After all this analysis, they say Obi cannot be president. Listen.
The agitation for secession, the violence has quietened down. So we have a politician that is able to bring this youth, agitated youth, into the mainstream of politics. Let them see there is hope. This is wonderful. Truly is. And is he going to win this election? Not likely. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I mean, what can I say about the Asuwaji himself? See what he's done in Lagos. For the last 23 years, he's straddled the politics of Lagos and the Southwest. A great tactician, a mobilizer of people around him, great mentor. But I have issues with not only him, but his party. the Muslim ticket. And I wrote in a paper that was published in Daily Trust.
I saw your article.
Yeah, it's neither for God nor country, but for self. It's a lopsided ticket. It's not natural. And it's a replication of what happened in 1992, 1993. Abiola can keep a ticket, but they won the election handily too. It's a replication. This was 30 years ago. So let's do the math. Anyone who is 30 and under never saw that ticket, right? Let's assume you're 40. You were 10 years old then, so you don't remember it. So the summary is anybody who is 40 and below do not remember that memorable ticket. And Nigeria of 30 years ago has changed. Go on social media and see how virulent, how poisoned our kids are. And politicians have a lot to do with this. They have poisoned these kids now. We are talking about, oh, this and that, a caliphate here, oh, Biafra there, Yoruba nation. Politicians, instead of using our diversity to bring us together, they've used that to break us apart. So the Muslim ticket is unnatural, it's lopsided, and has alienated a very large and important chunk of our population, which are the Christians. In all our scriptures enjoin us to do adultery. Adultery is fairness, equity, and justice. There is a substantial population that you're giving up for your calculation. Well, and I said it. The people that did all the calculation, the Northern Governors Forum, they didn't do that because they love God, Jesus Christ, Moses, or Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. They did it because they were waiting. If he wins, they will be one. And there is a group I didn't know existed. The APC Christian group. I didn't know that group existed. All of a sudden, they sprung up. Oh, they were the ones, incidentally, in the vanguard of Tuwaju being, their calculation is if he is the Southwestern candidate, if he wins, oh, then in the North, he will pick a Christian and to be one of us. So none of them did what they were doing for God, Jesus Christ,
right.
Moses, or Muhammad. They did it for
So from your analysis, then, that leaves one candidate.
Right. But of course, I have no doubt the candidate I will support, and I will say it today. The candidate I will support and vigorously campaign for is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President, the Waziri of Adamawa.
Are you able hearing
This is
it?
my reason. This time more than ever before, Nigeria needs somebody. We don't need a rookie. Somebody who's been there.